Over the holidays, I finally watched the infamous Star Wars Holiday Special from 1978. If you know what this is, then you empathize with my pain. If you've never heard of this, run while you still can. Hey everyone, I'm Bradley, and welcome to Zlangle. This is not the first time I've attempted this feat. Almost every year during Christmas, me and my brother sit down and try watching it. But every time, the holiday special beats me into submission, with the dancing, and twirling, and whipping, and stirring, and it forces me to abort my watching session out of fear for my sanity. But this time I decided I would not be deterred. So I sat down with my support group, my brother, girlfriend, and dad, who all helped me to get through this trying endeavor. And we did it. We watched it from beginning to end. But how was it? You all know I don't need to answer that question. We first see Han and Chewie trying to escape from a couple Star Destroyers, and we cut back to them several times throughout this, but it looks curiously like scenes taken from A New Hope. Because they are. As far as I can tell, every shot in space are shots that were made for the movie and borrowed to use here. But hey, TV specials probably cost a lot to make, especially when it features alien worlds and spaceships, and they sure weren't going to make their money back by never officially releasing this after it aired. But you can just tell how much fun Harrison Ford had while filming this. He was so dialed in on every scene, and it really showed off his acting chops.
You won't jump far. I'll get you back there in time, pal. Trust me.
He must be so proud, even to this day.
A Christmas special came out that was produced by George Lucas, in which all of the participants in Star Wars came together and they made this Star Wars Christmas special, and the tape's been passed around for years, and the rumors that Lucas is trying to suppress it because none of you look happy while you're making this thing. Do you remember making this Christmas special? I think it was 1978. No, you don't remember it? There's no memory of this incident. No memory of it at all.
No,
so it doesn't exist in your...
No, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
No.
What if I were to tell you that I had a little piece of tape right now?
So the plot follows Han and Chewbacca as they try to make it home to Kashyyyk so that Chewie can enjoy Life Day with his family.
I'm turning back. I know your family's waiting. I know it's an important day. All right, we'll give it a try. I'll set your coordinates. You won't jump far. I'll get you back there in time, pal. Trust me.
Isn't that sweet? Oh my god, is that your son, Chewie?
Ew. Is he gorgeous?
He's very, adorable.
Is it me, or was that the ugliest baby you have ever seen?
So it becomes very annoying very quickly. But oh, I wish this whole thing could just be that. As horribly annoying as these Wookiees are, it doesn't even come close to the rest of it. But then this happens. This almost made me forget this had the title Star Wars on it, which may be for the better. and this goes on for 2.5 minutes, which is longer than it should be, but it feels more like 10. After that mind-numbing presentation, we're off to a miserable start. But hey, at least we get an appearance of Luke Skywalker.
Hello, Marla. Did she? Hi, Lumpy.
Where's Chewbacca?
Okay, no, you cannot ruin Luke Skywalker. What did you do to him? Okay, no, okay, let's just move on.
Watch that, will you? Oh, look at that. Oh, no.
It's all right. Nobody's perfect.
Now we move on to these two guys.
I suppose you want to see my identification?
No, I'm off duty. I've come to look around your shop.
Oh, good. Look around. Browse around. Make yourself at home. As you can see, I've got just about everything a man or Wookiee would want.
An Imperial Guard and this traitor guy. And, not unlike most of the scenes in this TV special, it is incredibly boring and nothing really happens.
I don't like embarrassing people. I don't like being embarrassed myself. That's why I don't like to embarrass people. I just said that. Just a groomer.
We get a pretty useless Darth Vader cameo that's a deleted scene from episode 4.
I want the rebels located and identified, if it means searching every household in the system.
And we're back to the Chewbacca household, and right into my nightmare. This is one of the places that I've stopped watching in the past. I just can't deal with this scene. I turn it off every time I come to it.
Going to be preparing a very succulent dish called Bantha Surprise. It's not only a very hearty, nourishing dish, but it's very economical too. So all those hungry mouths in your household will be going yummy yum on their tummy tum. If you'll just follow along with me as I prepare this popular favorite. I'm going to be using the tenderest cut of the bantha, the loin. The loin is very tasty and serves 4 nicely. Of course, if your family has a hearty appetite, I would suggest then that old popular holiday favorite, the bantha rump. We just slice into bite-sized morsels. But only you know the size of a bite in your family, eh? Now it's time to put our chunks into our pots. And guess what we're ready for now? The cooking. Step 1, we stir the mixture. Stir. Stir. Very nice. Now, step 2, while we're stirring, we also whip. So it's stir, whip, stir, whip, 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 stir. 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 Come on, faster all together now. Cooking can be fun. Stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, whip, stir. Having fun. We also have to beat. So it's beat, stir, whip, beat, stir, whip, stir, beat. Then we'll have a little taste and see how it's coming along.
Ugh. It gets stuck in my head, and I've literally had dreams where this mantra has haunted me. But I got past it through the will of the Force. But just barely. Meanwhile, in the Millennium Falcon...
All right, the coordinates weren't the best. How should I know we'd come out of hyperspace in the middle of an Imperial convoy? At least against these fighters, we've got more of a chance. This is one life they won't soon forget.
Han Solo accidentally comes out of hyperspace in the middle of an Imperial convoy. But how are they shooting the TIE fighters? There's only 2 of them, and they're both in the cockpit, not at the guns.
Wait, I lost control of the remote cannon.
Oh, they have remote guns. That would have been pretty helpful in the past, huh? Instead of having, a kid try to shoot down TIE fighters who's only had experience with bullseyeing womp rats in his T-16 back home. There's a knock at the door. And it's this guy.
Boy, am I glad to see you folks. Oh, my favorite Wookiees today.
Who apparently is really good friends with Chewie's family. Maybe a little too friendly. But that reminds me of a question I had while watching this. So does this really imply that the Chewbacca we know and love has a nice family that adores him, yet he goes out to be a rebel adventurer with his smuggler criminal buddy? Picturing him with a family he's never there for is a little disturbing to me. I like to think of him as a single Wookiee who's just trying to make his way in the world, along with his lifetime friend Han. Oh well. Well, at least little Lumpy here, yes, that's his name if I didn't mention it earlier, has this guy to take care of him, and his mom Mala. He even gets a gift.
I love to make a Wookiee happy.
There you go. Just a little more. Almost. There you go. Are those Legos? Starting the marketing push pretty early, huh?
Itchy. I know what you'd like.
So the guy has a gift for the grandpa too. It's this chair that was already in his house? Oh right, I guess the guy brought a little thing for it. So what was the chair used for before? Hang on, I'm actually curious about this one. Okay, here it is. A mind evaporator was a device used to stimulate the mind. It could either be used for serious or entertainment purposes. Okay. So Itchy for short, used this mind-stimulating virtual reality device for flight training during the Clone Wars. That's cool. I'm glad he's still able to find good use for it. And this is the other point in the television special where I turned it off the previous times I've seen it.
I am found in your eyes only. I exist for you. I am in your mind as you create me. Oh, yes. I can feel my creation. I'm getting your message. Are you getting mine? Oh, we are excited, aren't we?
I thought you might like this. One of those, it's kind of hard to explain. It's a, wow.
Well, just relax. Just relax. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I am your experience. I am so experience me. So experience. I am your pleasure. This is enjoy me together. This is our moment together in time. That we might turn this moment into an eternity.
This is my Samwise Gamgee moment.
This is it. This is what?
I've never before delved this deep into this pile of bantha excrement.
And here we go.
If we could only bend this minute, infinitely extend this minute, then yesterday's moment is cold. We can have a good time, can't we? I'll tell you a secret. I find you adorable. I'll tell you a secret. I find you adorable. I find you adorable. I find you adorable.
I guess Itchy has been lonely for a while. He deserves this. But doing this on Life Day when your son is missing? Real classy, Itchy.
Happy Life Day.
I do mean Happy Life Day.
This minute, now.
And then we cut to two more unfortunate actors that were convinced to do this. Carrie Fisher and Anthony Daniels as Leia and C-3PO. Hey, why is a princess doing her own paperwork? Doesn't she have people for that? Oh, right. I'm so sorry. Maybe this will lighten the mood. But anyway, Leia and 3PO are only here to talk to the Wookiee family and say things the audience already had spelled out to us multiple times now.
Mala, it's so good to see you. Happy Life Day.
She says it may be a happy life day for you, but personally, she's seen happier ones.
I don't want to type the channels. So could you do me a favor and send either Chewbacca or Han Solo to the screen, please?
She says that she would like to grant your request, but is quite unable to do so.
You mean they haven't arrived yet?
She says there has been no contact.
Yes, I think I understand her message.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Sondan, a local trader, a friend of the rebellion, and a member of the Alliance.
Friend of the Rebellion, member of the Alliance?
Friend of the rebellion, and a member of the Alliance.
Wait, isn't the Alliance the Rebellion? Like, it's the Rebel Alliance. How is he only a friend of the Rebellion, but he's a member of the Alliance? Unless he's also a friend of the Alliance. Part of the Rebellion means he's not only a friend of the Alliance, but is a member. A friend of the Rebellion is a friend of the Alliance. A friend of the Rebels? But the Alliance is the Rebellion, which means he's a Rebel Alliance that is only friends with some who are rebellious Alliance members. Allies also being friends part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor are usually members of the Alliance.
Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take it away.
Now that. What's that I smell? Gonna be some of those famous Wookiee-ookies? Wookiee-ookies?
Meanwhile, Han and Chewie finally make it to Kashyyyk.
Happy Life Day, pal.
And I will say that one of the only things I even remotely enjoyed in any of these scenes is this part right here. We see them coming up to the planet, then Lumpy looking around and everyone gets up because I guess they hear a ship landing nearby. But when they go to the door, uh-oh, it's stormtroopers. I honestly didn't see it coming. I just thought Chewbacca would return and that would be it. But amidst the rest of this boring nothingness, it was nice to have something finally unexpected happen. But no, it's not even close to being done. The Imperials start searching the house for any signs of rebel activity, and they are suspicious that there is a male Wookiee that lives there on record, but is nowhere to be found.
Where is the other Wookiee male?
Officer, maybe I can be of some help there, sir.
Who are you? And what are you doing in this Wookiee house?
I'm the trader in this district. You see, the truth of the matter is she had a terrible fight with her husband, and he just stormed right...
And that there is a bubbling, stuttering, grown man in a house full of Wookiees for no reason.
Your identification?
Oh, identification, yes. It's a very important thing, identification. I never leave the shop without my identification. It's very important, just in times like this. You see, I just found my identification. I think it's in my pocket there.
Search the dwelling.
I've got a couple of extra ones there.
Hey, I found a secret compartment. Oh well, nothing to see here.
Move along.
To try to distract them, the friend of Chewie's shows his officer a box.
Just sit down and enjoy it. Okay, there we go.
Will you get on with it?
Okay.
that apparently contains the 1970s. This song annoyed me at first, but after a few minutes of this, it started to numb my brain as to what was even happening. I forgot what I was watching. I forgot who I was or what I was doing here. And thankfully it finally winds down. But then it keeps going, and going, and going. It's over 5 minutes that this song just keeps going and going and going. And going. And going. You know, I almost thought the officer would be dead after watching this. Maybe it was just wishful thinking.
I knew you'd like it.
Your work here is finished.
You may leave now. I guess you're right. About all I can do for now.
So they finally make the guy leave.
I hope you guys find what you're looking for. Keep up the good work. Itchy. See you soon.
But then they do this back and forth thing where this officer talks about searching the house.
All right. Finish the search of the residence. Oh, I almost forgot. I want to leave you my card in case you need any. Okay, I believe it.
Then the other guy tries to come back for whatever reason, but they do this repeatedly.
Investigate the upper area. Check for any rebel material. Anything to connect this household with the Alliance.
Oh, don't forget about these protective cases for your identification card. I got a good item. That's it. I'm gone.
What is the point of any of this?
Finish the search of this house. We have other areas to cover today.
You said that already!
You take the upper area.
Bitch!
Now keep him quiet. And I'll forget this ever happened.
So Lumpy has his little device and watches an animated show of his dad and his friends on adventures.
Falcon, do you copy? Come in, Falcon.
It's Chewie, but where's Han?
That's him hanging upside down.
I'm not sure how this works, or who was supposed to have made this, or why he's even watching it now. But at least this is the best part of the show.
Luke, take R2 with you.
What'd he say? If something has happened to Captain Solo and Chewbacca is alone, you will need me to interpret.
Danger from our own forces.
Falcon, do you copy?
It's weirdly drawn, like Han's face,
What happened?
I don't know.
Well, somebody must know something.
or Luke's face.
I know.
But it did give us the first appearance of Boba Fett ever on screen, so that was pretty cool.
Maybe I can help you. I am Boba Fett. The ship you seek is nearby. All is proceeding as you wish, Darth Vader.
What is it now?
The officer hears Lumpy getting upset when he sees Darth Vader in the video, but Lumpy switches it so the officer thinks he's just playing a game.
Or is that all? Just some silly game?
Okay, that was essential to the plot. Back to Animation Land, which as far as I'm concerned, we can just stay in. Please don't make me go back to the horrible live-action world. I never thought I'd say that about Star Wars.
Are you all right?
I'm not sure.
He says our friend Boba found serum for the talisman virus.
Boba, you're a hero and a faithful friend. You must come back with us.
Boba Fett is Darth Vader's right-hand man.
We'll meet again, friend.
So later, we're back to searching the house. They seem pretty thorough. Is this how they search every house? Because it would take forever to get through all of them. Yeah, there's nothing in this bantha toy, so they're definitely not hiding anything.
Let's go. Nothing up there.
The Imperials finally leave, and Lumpy goes to his room.
Go clean up your room.
And this leads to probably the worst part of the entire thing. This stupid, boring, pointless, instructional video.
Set provided by the manufacturer. It offers a unique chance for consumers everywhere to meet an Amorphian being. The motor abilities of Amorphian citizens are frequently impaired by malfunctions, which result in a temporary loss of power. Rather, it should serve as a guarantee of our high standard of long wear and durability.
Thank you for selecting our brand of mini transmitter. If you assemble it properly, following the instructions I am about to give you.
At least some of the other stupid things made sense. They were trying to be funny or have some kind of cool music or whatever. But what was the point of this?
Service fee.
But now, let's get started, shall we?
It's just Harvey Korman as a weird android that's talking about how to assemble a mini transmitter.
Try not to rip it open, because it makes a very handy storage case for your tools until you need them again.
But I can actually feel my brain cells getting murdered by what's happening on screen.
Not to hurt yourself on the sharp edges. Ow. Now, find the...
And you know, it bothers me that they introduced this human-looking android in the Star Wars universe. There have only been a variety of aliens, humans, and droids, but the droids are obviously mechanical. It's just creepy to think of humanoid droids walking around.
Remember, every one of the 10,000 terminals on your circuit breaker module...
So I'm glad this is not canon for the most part.
And so on. Now, watch me closely. And we'll assemble our mini transmitters together. Let us work slowly or methodically, because this is a job for doing well.
It's just so creepy.
Energy which you provide into any of 1,000 recognizable languages.
We must remain alert for this very complicated procedure. Endurance and concentration are the key words here, and the total utilization of our neurocranial synapses is absolutely essential.
To spare you from having to see more of it, I'll just move on. So a live broadcast comes on the television.
The following live broadcast is recommended by the Imperial Council in the belief that your commitment to remain upstanding citizens will be reinforced. It is required viewing for all members of the Imperial forces.
Time now for Life on Tatooine, brought to viewers everywhere in the hope that our own lives may be uplifted by the comparison and enriched with the gratitude of relief. This transmission is unrehearsed and unedited.
Yeah, we're seeing edits as we speak. Why is it even in the script that is live?
Moral value.
They could have just said that it's just a video, not a live broadcast. It's obviously not live.
Certainly not going to get rich with customers like you. I thought I taught you to drink faster than that. Well, at least you're steady. Oh, come on now, drink up. There's plenty more where that came from.
And as it goes on, and yes, it's around 13 minutes long, so it definitely goes on and on, But as it goes on, it's almost as if the director forgot it was supposed to be a live transmission. Because there's tons of editing, shots that don't seem like it's done by a cameraman, and of course, there's a musical number.
Just one more song, friend, and then so long, friend. The nights get shorter, it seems, for we stop friend. One more moment, face to face.
Aren't we lucky? It mainly focuses on this creepy guy with a hole in his head.
Come back soon. I'll be waiting.
Okay, we'll do it your way. Hello. Now we'll do it my way. What'll it be?
Can we talk?
Well, of course we can talk. We are talking. You're not ordering. I'm not pouring. We are not drinking. We are talking. I'm moving this to make room for a drink so that next time I say what'll it be and you tell me, I can put it right there.
Trying to flirt with Bea Arthur? Huh. Deadpool would love this scene.
I am very turned on right now.
Long story short, they talk for a bit.
It doesn't matter, silly. What you said is not as important as what you meant.
No? What did I mean?
I decided what you meant was exactly the thing I needed to hear.
Well, I'm glad about that.
I just came in here for a drink, and I found a lot more.
Until there's an announcement that there's going to be a curfew on Tatooine.
Due to increased activity among subversive forces, we are placing a curfew on the entire Tatooine system effective immediately. All inhabitants will return to their homes at once. This order will remain in effect until further notice.
Okay, Barbarine, take a break. I don't know how long. Maybe forever. Closing me down again.
And that means the cantina is shut down? Okay.
All right, one more round before you leave, and this one's on me. Gentlemen, I don't know how to tell you this, but I guess the wall screen said it all. We're closed. The Empire has closed us down. Now, I know this sort of thing happens all the time. I'm sure it's just temporary, but fellas, the party is over. How dare you? You stop that!
So to get everyone out of there, she starts... Wait, is that Greedo? Oh, it's just his brother Bloodlow. Also known as Ludlow. Well, it's nice to see that he loved his brother so much he took his clothes. Anyway, she starts singing.
Just one more rhyme, friend. Yes, it's a crime, friend. But you know time, friend. Time can fly. So it's good night, friend.
What a surprise.
Good night, but not goodbye.
And she does manage to be at least a little charming, but it's not at all, you know, Star Wars.
Good night, but not goodbye.
And hey, isn't that the guy whose arm Obi-Wan cut off? You know, I'd at least give them a little credit if he had a mechanical arm, since this does take place after A New Hope. Speaking of which, hey, it's the one Cantina song from A New Hope. Do you understand the reference?
I understood that reference.
You're such a dear friend. You know I'm here, friend. Now it's good night, friend.
So finally they leave Chewbacca's house.
Return to base. Return to base.
But only because little Lumpster faked the transmission for them to return to base.
We leave at once.
But they leave one stormtrooper there just in case.
You, stay here. There's a male missing from this household, and I want you to be here when he returns. It's possible he's one of the rebels we're looking for.
And guys, did they pick a great stormtrooper to stay behind? This guy is grade A stuff. Probably top of his class. Yeah, just waiting.
Return to base. Return to base.
But uh-oh, Lumpy gets caught with the transmitter. And he gets chased outside. Until Chewbacca comes home. Yay! He doesn't save his child though, because we need a real star to do the heroism. So Han sneaks up behind the stormtrooper. He swats his gun away, but they both look at it. It's a race to the weapon. Where's Han's blaster? Never mind that. This is true action. But then, the unbelievable happens. The stormtrooper trips on the gun and falls to his death. Okay.
Is there any more inside?
It's just so ridiculous. And as a bonus, it's with a Wilhelm scream. Whew, don't worry, it's almost done. And at least we finally have Harrison Ford for more than a minute. Even the way he walks in the room is so Han Solo, I love it.
Okay, everybody, he's gone. How are you?
Wonderful. Well, huh? Your son's been doing your prosh. Saved my tail more than a couple of times. Well, I'd love to, but I can't. I gotta get back to the Falcon before somebody stumbles across her. Hey, will you look at Lumpy? He's sure grown, huh? I think his voice is changing. Come on, I'm just teasing. Well, look. I gotta go. Have a nice life day, but be careful. A lot of troopers in the area. Chewie, check and see if the coast is clear, will you?
He actually brings a lot of credibility when he's on screen. Most of the time.
You're like family to me.
Harrison Ford.
I will kill you.
We're looking for him.
Han leaves, the Wookiees reunite, and the traitor guy comes back for some reason.
You sure know how to make a guy feel welcome. Glad you're home, Chewbacca.
But then, they are called by the Empire and asked about the missing clumsy stormtrooper.
General alert. Calling Officer B4711. Officer B4711. We are unable to reach you on your comlink. Is there a problem? You are instructed to turn on your comlink immediately.
Wait a minute. I think I can handle this.
Is this a report about the missing trooper?
It is, sir. Trooper B4711 was here with 3 other men. They left and he remained. As soon as they had gone, he packed a lot of food from this house and he robbed me blind. Then he took off for the hills.
Very well, we'll send out a search party.
Thank you.
And the guy tells them that he robbed them. But won't sending a search party mean that they could possibly find the dead stormtrooper down there somewhere? Maybe Han dragged the corpse with him on the Falcon to dispose of. Who knows?
This day is for you.
celebration.
And now, what we've all been waiting for, the Life Day celebration. What's happening? Wait, what's happening? I don't quite understand. Well, I never thought I'd see that. Hey, I'm pretty sure the elves had this first. Why is C-3PO and R2-D2 here? They're not even alive.
Happy Life Day, everyone.
They have nothing to do with Life Day.
It is indeed true that at times like this, Artu and I wish that we were more than just mechanical beings. And we're really alive, so that we could share your feelings with you.
Oh, that explains nothing.
Chewbacca! Chewbacca, we were so relieved to hear you were all right.
All of you are an important part of my life, pal. I'm glad I could be here.
Then the rest of the cast come in, and Princess Leia sings.
We celebrate a day of peace, a day of harmony, a day that takes us through the darkness, a day that leads us into light.
So, that's that, I guess. But don't worry, I still love you, Carrie Fisher. And the finale is a bunch of clips from the original, hoping that seeing images from a good movie will make you think this is as good as that. Not even close. It finally ends with Chewie and his family having a thankfully silent dinner together. Hey, we found Officer B4711. He's right below the house we searched earlier. Oh, and he's dead. That's it. That's all I got. I don't want to talk about this TV special anymore. There's a reason it was never released, folks. Lucas said he would even smash all the copies of it with a hammer if he could. Yeah, George, I'd love to help you with that. Have you seen it? Did you survive? If you did, good job. Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious to see how many of you have actually experienced this thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to go watch the original trilogy again to wash the bad taste out of my mouth. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Enough said, and Excelsior. And, of course, may the Force be with you. Always.
Try to
enjoy your Life Day.